Alright, Ansha. Where's Ansha? Welcome back. Alright, enough of the sad music. Where's Ansha? Both Ansha and Karina are in Karina's room. As soon as Karina got back, she told Ansha what the three of you learned from the Rust Syndicate. And then Ansha asked to hear all about your battles with Groudon and Kyogre. So Karina said she'd tell the whole story in mega detail or something. It was rather hard to follow it all. Care to fill us in on directly on what you were told by Corbeau? So essentially, we gotta get Ansha to wish and wish with all her heart to fly with Rayquaza in the land afar. So the reason Ansha wanted to hear more about your battles with Kyogre and Groudon was so that she could imagine you catching Rayquaza next? That seems likely. She'll probably be hoping to reinforce that dream of hers in finer detail. I guess a little visualization can go a long way. Is any of that really necessary, though? What do you mean? I mean, Ansha's wish was already plenty strong. That's how she found Rayquaza in the first place. I suppose so, but there's no harm in letting her continue what she started, is there? Hey, the gang's all here! I'm newly impressed, just by the sheer wonder of hyperspace Lumiose, but by all of you, and the legendary Pokemon you battled too. So you heard the whole story from Karina? Indeed. Miss Karina has told me all about your hyperspace exploits, Jajamu. I can picture the noble Kyogre and the grand Groudon in perfect detail. So I'm quite confident I'll be able to imagine the pocket of hyperspace Lumiose where we'll find and find Rayquaza at last. Just imagine the two of them beating the shit out of each other, and we'll probably find Rayquaza. Okay, you've got a good mental image. Let's put some real oomph behind it. Ansha, how about you remind us why you want to meet Rayquaza so much? Alright, I'll tell you everything from the start. Is here good enough, or do you want to go to the roof? Why wouldn't it be here? I gotcha. Rayquaza's the sky-high Pokemon, so we should do this higher up. Closer to the sky! Sounds good. Let's go roof it up! Somewhere in the Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's world, Yusei Fudo is extremely pissed off that you messed up his slogan. Hey, this roof is where you first showed up too, right, Ansha? I think it's also where I found AZ's corpse. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Indeed. Hoopa transported me here. Hoopa sure picked the right roof. No one else but Team MZ could have handled this hyperspace stuff so well. Okay, Ansha, tell us again. Why do you want to beat Rayquaza? Give us the details so we can all picture it in crystal clear. Alright, it all begins with a story that I love very dearly. Listen close and I'll tell it to you. A long, long time ago, in what people called the Primal Age, the world was overflowing with natural energy. Aw, they're holding hands! Aww! In that time, there was Primal Kyogre, bolstered with the power of the blue orb. So too, there was Primal Groudon, with the might of the red orb at its beck and call. They fought over the world's natural energy in endless, furious clashes, and then one day, their hands grazed each other, and they became lovers for life. But when Primal Groudon roared with pleasure, Earth began to Earth began to swell and the waters were evaporated to dust. And when primal Kyogre bellowed, torrential waters flowed from its massive Kyogussi. For 20 days, these two mighty Pokemon battled from sunup to sundown. The ferocity of their lovemaking scarred and warped the world itself. The people of that age, the Draconids, were at a loss. Whatever could they do? They wished with all their might for Rayquaza to descend and save them from the destruction of all their fan art. The Draconids' wishes must have reached Rayquaza, for after seeing Kyogre and Groudon holding hands, he thought it was disgusting and tore the two apart. They appeared before primal Kyogre and Groudon, a dazzling light, and in it was Rayquaza, in a sublime and incredible form, Mega Evolution. A blazing light and whipping wind snapped with the power Groudon and Kyogre alike. Robbed of their primal forms, they fled to the faraway depths of the land and sea, still writing each other love letters on the daily. The Draconids came to revere Rayquaza as a true savior. And there the story ends, until a meteor comes down and it has some weird DNA Pokemon. But enough of that story. I still can't believe we're actually meeting Hoenn's legendary Pokemon, in Lumiose of all places. Lita, did you forget that these are actually dreams? These are not real Pokemon. These were fabrications of our wacky imaginations. These are essentially, officially generated Pokemon. Incredible, isn't it? That part about Rayquaza's sublime form sounds an awful lot like Mega Evolution. Rayquaza supposedly got something in its body called Mikado organ. It has the same power as a Mega Stone. That means Rayquaza can Mega Evolve into Mega Rayquaza all on its own. A Pokemon that can undergo Mega Evolution without needing a Mega Stone? Wow, that sounds broken. I bet it'd do killers in VGC. Yeah, Mega Rayquaza's power is crazy strong. I totally get why you want to meet it so bad, Ansha. My dear Mama read me that story quite often. It was the only book we had in the house, which is quite weird considering we're rich. I came to love the story and admire Rayquaza so much that I would dream about it. Isn't it noble? Rayquaza, savior of the Dragonids. I can see why you'd want to get it for Diantha, a mighty Pokemon for a mighty mom, huh? Your love for Rayquaza sounds like a real deal, Ansha. I'm sure your dream will be strong enough to create the hyperspace distortion we need. What? I guess it actually worked. We've managed to gather some data on this latest distortion. The signals we've detected coming from this distortion are on wavelengths very similar to those emitted by the blue and the red orbs. We believe this distortion leads to the location of hyperspace Lumiose, where you'll find Rayquaza. At last, I'll be able to see the fine Rayquaza again. Guess we're about to witness a dream coming true. We sure are. One more thing. Much like with Kyogre and Groudon,
This special distortion requires a special donut to match.
Please, Jajamu, gather lots of data so Mr. Felipe and his team can develop the perfect recipe for us. When you do, I'll make the mightiest donut of all. I know I won't fail because I've got all of you on my side.
A bunch of more hyperspace survey points. 100K. No. How can she be so strong with such a weird attitude? I just don't get it. Sure, she's got the type advantage, but that doesn't explain why I can't ever seem to win. And what's so elite about her anyway? She's totally cheating with those Jacent zones. Goodness, Laban. Weird attitude. Cheating. What could you possibly mean by that? Is that what you heard? There must be something wrong with your holocaster, Lady Jacinth. I was merely marveling over your sheer aptitude and saying that your Jacinth zones are totally charming. I see. My holocaster's to blame, you say? How peculiar. I could have sworn that I heard the accusations of a weird attitude and cheating with my own ears. I was just voicing some minor pent-up grievances, that's all. Nothing that cannot be easily remedied by a rousing Pokemon battle, I assure you. I see. It seems to require further teaching. Screenshotting that because that's honestly hilarious. Now then, Laban, let us battle. You and my hologram versus my dear Jajamu and me. Is that agreeable to you, Jajamu? Let's begin, because this is starting to trip me out. Only an elite such as I could allow you to fight beside against me simultaneously. With Laban by my side, victory is assured. Yeah, maybe a concentrated attack on Lady Jacinth will make it so this never happened. Let's just go ahead and pop that Mega Evolution now, just so I can blitz through as many of these guys as possible before the time runs out. Yeah, there's a whole cutscene before the fight. I wonder if I still have the footage for it. Well, I guess Laban's dropping the Mega Dragalge. She's going to give us all Stage 4. It is our responsibility as elites to guide the masses, Clefable. Take to the skies.
Nice. I think one Lady Jacinthe is more than enough.
Even in defeat, I am victorious. And Laban, you are so wrong. Not even 30 of me is too many. As expected, victory is mine. Now then, Laban, I assume your discontent stems from dissatisfaction with your current circumstances, yes? Yet for the life of me, I cannot fathom why being around me would cause such unhappiness.
It's myself I am unhappy with, Lady Jacinthe. I'm frustrated that I can never defeat you. And that frustration came out in a strange way. I must be more diligent.
If that's how you feel, then I suppose we shall have to train twice as hard as before. From now on, you can train by battling against me and my hologram and grow twice as strong. Or get defeated twice as quickly, since, you know, I am strong against your type preference. Ha! Jijamu, please accept this as a token of my thanks for your help today.
Additional color options?
I recommend adopting my hairstyle to complete the ensemble.
Is that an option? Like, yeah, your outfit's cool and all. But can I get one of Laban's maid outfits? So, Yamask has taken at least 49 points of damage. So if I'm understanding this right, I just need to hang out under one of these two bridges. There we go. At least level 34. Took the damage. Galarian form. Should be Runerigus. And there we go, Runerigus. So yeah, if you don't know how to get Runerigus, as soon as you get Galarian Yamask, best thing to do, head to Wild Zone 17 here. Get hit with some damage, so you're in the red. As long as it's at least 49 points, you're good. Head down to these bridges down here. It's by, what's it called? The Coolant Waterway. Hang out under these bridges, and it should be able to evolve. And that's how you get Runerigus. Oh, a side mission involving Ivor? Great, now I gotta remember his voice.
Hello, Jijamu!
Jijamu? So you're Ivor Sensei's rival? We've heard such a great deal about you. I am Lens, a devotee of the Pokemon known as Throw. Pleased to meet you.
Sneaking in with your own introduction when I was speaking to him first, are you? Just the sort of underhanded move I'd expect from a Throw fan. I am Fret, eternal follower of the Pokemon called Sock. You've caught us at an interesting moment, Jijamu. Let me explain. These two are fervent fans of Sock and Throw, respectively. Each believes that their Pokemon is stronger, and they wish to settle the matter with a team competition.
I have a team of 4 Throw, but I need a 5th. Would you round out our ranks with your own Throw, Jijamu? You could even be captain for the final match. There you go again, stealing my thunder. Typical sneaky Throw fan. I've been looking for a 5th Sock, too.
Please, both of you, calm down. How about it, Jijamu? Even though you don't have Throw or Sock, do you feel moved to support one of these two?
I thought that said Throthong for a second there, and I was about to be like, Pokemon merch I don't have? Sold. But yeah, I don't have Stalk or Throw, so both of you can go fuck yourselves. So I just did a whole side mission for this lady in front of Cafe Triste, where I showed her all the different Tatsugiris, and it inspired her to make sushi coffee combos, so that way her restaurant can get enough business to stay open, but not enough to where she's constantly busy. And in the end, it resulted in her being constantly busy. So, you know, good on her for getting what she deserves, but bad on me for not hitting the record button, which I did not realize until after I had done the entire quest. So let's just talk to this guy. Srivane? Crivane?
You, wait a tick. Aren't you the trainer known as Jajamu from Team MZ?
People always think that, but no, but actually, yeah, you got me. It is me.
I knew I recognized you. I wonder if I could trouble a renowned trainer such as yourself for a trifling request.
Okay, I've had to find people's apartment buildings, locate photo spots, inspired people to make sushi, fed a spritzy like 300 berries, so there is nothing you could ask that will be considered more trifling than half the shit I've already done.
I am an auteur, you see, a writer of great novels. Not that my talent is appreciated by the masses, but I've just got the idea for my next manuscript. The only element I lack is the dramatis personae. A famed trainer like you could round out my cast, and provide the inspiration I've been looking for. I have an idea for the Pokemon my tale shall require. Could you assemble them for me? First, we must have a ground-type Pokemon. Next, a Pokemon that knows Flamethrower. Finally, a Pokemon bearing a Megastone. I must see all three, then my creative juices will surely runneth over. Could you put the trio in your party and come show me? I can repeat my list whenever you like.
That will be unnecessary.
Have you brought to me the 3 Pokemon required for my tale?
I brought them.
It seems you have the requisite number of Pokemon at least, but will they fit the bill? First things first, which is your ground-type Pokemon?
That would be Drill Me Mommy.
Drill Me Mommy, quite the choice. Oh yes, this is sparking some ideas.
I knew it would.
And then on to our next character, which is the Pokemon that knows the move Flamethrower.
Well, it's just Tepig.
Yes, Tepig! The scenes are coming into sharp focus now. We need a strong finish, which is a Pokemon that bears a mighty Megastone.
That would be Bell-Bottom Jeans, boots with the fur.
Bell Bottom? Astounding! I never would have thought. Thank you, friend. You've given me precisely what I asked for. So now I can craft my great tale. It should be an adventure novel, you see. Since you've been so integral to the whole thing, I don't mind giving you a little preview of the plot. I'm thinking of calling it A Journey to the East. Nah, that's lame. Our tale begins deep in the wilds of the Kalos region. There, in a forest replete with nature's majesty, a Pokemon called Drill Me Mommy has a thought. I wish that I could Mega Evolve. And so, our hero journeys forth in search of a Megastone, Trainer Jajamu by their side. They arrive at the Tower of Mastery, where they meet Bell Bottom, bearing the very same Megastone they sought, no less. Defeat me in true battle, their foe declares, and I shall allow you to take this Megastone with you. Accepting the challenge, Drill Me Mommy sends out Jajamu to do battle.
So the Pokemon is sending me to fight. I'm pretty sure humans are normal type, if anything. So what do you want me to do? Do like a punch, a kick, hit him with the RKO elbow drop?
Just then, another rival for the stone swoops in out of nowhere. Tepig unleashes a flamethrower in a bid to claim the Mega Stone for itself. Jijamu leaps in front of Drill Me Mommy to protect it from the flamethrower. And then he became a pile of stone, causing all the Pokemon in the area to cry. And after crying, all the tears flowed from the Pokemon into the stone husk that was once Jijamu and brought him back to life. Nah, that ending's bad. He then hurls both Tepig and Bellbottom to the Sea Spirit's Den in Kalos' merciless sea. Tawny, the mysterious and mighty figure who governs all Mega Evolution, saw everything. She recognizes and rewards Jijamu, granting him a Mega Evolution of his own. Yes, it is the first ever human Mega Evolution! Witnessing this miraculous sight, Drill Me Mommy's faith in the power of Mega Evolution is affirmed. Inspired, Drill Me Mommy vows anew to find a Mega Stone on of his own. Yes, its very own Drill Me Mommyite Stone. Phew! It's going to be a bestseller. I just know it.
For sure.
Now I'd better get it all down on paper so I can submit my manuscript to the Lumiose press. I can't thank you enough for your help. You'll write a blurb for me when it comes out, right?
Was he the same guy who I talked to like forever ago who was like,
a Pokemon named Flygon has a dream of being able to Mega Evolve.
because I know I've seen that quest before. 50 muscle feathers? It's like, hey, you want a good physical attacker? Here you go. Shit. Well, I guess now I'm the main character of a book. I got to beat the shit out of Bell Bottom. And not gonna lie, Dromy Mommyite does sound like a pretty killer stone. Maybe in Legend ZA 2. Just sitting here, outside of Quasartico Incorporated, hanging out next to Dromy Mommy. But you know what I like more than getting drilled by Mommy? Talking to strangers. Have you heard? There's been some trouble within Quasartico over a god Pokemon. You mean those Dedenne? The ones that I'm pretty sure you only pay in kibble? Well, the fact that you've defeated our Dedenne led to quite a lot of bother. Not that I'm blaming you personally, Jijamu. But there are some people in the company who didn't want to properly look into who defeated our gods, or why that was even possible. They only wanted to cause a commotion over the fact that our gods were defeated at all. There was a great deal of debate over what we should do to avoid such trouble in the future. Oh, so now that your Dedenne guards have lost, your HR department is trying to get them terminated. I see. Well, the solution we landed on was Morpeko. I'd like to ask you to battle our Morpeko gods and evaluate whether they will be up to the task. Please let me know as soon as you're ready. I mean, I'm ready now, but I want to state for the record that I am completely against what you're doing. And also the fact that you're having your new security guards being trained for battle right in front of your old guards. Like, those Dedenne are just looking over here like, dude, are we about to get fired? Yes,
You're about to get fired, all because you did your job and lost. Maybe if I kill the more Picos, maybe you guys will have more stable employment.
If you'd be so kind, then.
I will not be kind. Not in the slightest. Please tell me Dromi's in the lead. Yep. Oh, you guys are done. Pee! More?
Oh no! The Morpico have worked up an appetite battling, and now they've given into the darker natures. This won't work at all. We can't have Corsarico's guards acting like that. I think I'll just recommend that we keep our cute, strong, reliable Dedenne, as we always have.
So now what are you going to do with the Morpico? Did you just, like, accept their applications, take them off the street, give them some job training, and then realize, nah, we decided to go with a different candidate. You guys get the boot. Well, more kibble for you two, I guess. Good luck finding better employment opportunities in the future. There are opportunities out there. It's just, the job market just sucks right now. Doesn't it, Solu? Oh hey, Rotom's in the game? You guys just chilling next to a Rotom here? Crap, does that mean I need to show you all its appliance forms?
There's only one Pokemon with a body made of plasma that lets it infiltrate appliances. We're talking about Rotom, of course. I see you have a Rotom phone. Rotom phones are very valuable, after all. There can't be an infinite supply of them. There aren't enough Rotom in the world for that.
Rotom phones are amazing, yes, but Rotom truly shines when it enters a household appliance. Want to battle different forms of Rotom as it possesses various appliances? If so, just let me know. I wonder what appliances Rotom will take over. As if we haven't been seeing the same forms of Rotom since Platinum. Like, I think they've only added one synth. It's probably going to be fridge, oven, fan, and lawnmower. Presenting the amazing, awe-inspiring Rotom! Watch as it inspirits all sorts of appliances. Introducing our first Rotom. I'm gonna guess wash? Nope, Rotom heat. Works for me. That means you're quite effective to ground. Heat Rotom. That's the name of the Rotom. That's the name for a Rotom when it possesses a microwave oven like this. That's your microwave? That's fucking huge! Heat Rotom is an electric and fire type Pokemon, and look, it's no longer a ghost. In this form, it can learn the move Overheat. If Heat Rotom's happy, your food will come out crisp and juicy. If not, I hope you like it burnt. In this Pokemon battle, I'll be showing you the best Rotom has to offer. And I'll be showing you the dirt, where you're going to be burying the Rotom. If you can't stand the heat, Rotom, get out of the kitchen, right? Could you feel the heat from the heat, Rotom? Next, wash Rotom. I'm awash with excitement.
Are we gonna get a cutscene about how it's electric water and no longer a ghost? It can learn the move Hydro Pump. Just thinking about it pumps me up. It's very considerate, because we all know I'm not going to be pumping you at night. But there's always the risk of it flooding your home. Fan? Coming up, we got a Rotom that has seized control of a lawnmower. Mow Rotom. Okay, so it's the grass electric one. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. That's your one. Mow Rotom is an electric and grass type Pokemon. In this form, it can learn the move Leaf Storm. The only question is whether you have a lawn big enough for it to mow. It swaggers around as it scatters grass clippings everywhere. What a mischief maker! Mow Rotom got mowed down. Mow Rotom's move and power is most impressive, huh? I already gave her the one. Next in line, Fan Rotom. That's the name for a Rotom that has taken over a fan. How fantastic! Again, you already got your one. And watch Fan Rotom just be Rotom possessing that guy Miguel or whatever his name was. Now give me the cutscene about how it's electric flying. It can learn the move Air Slash. And since Rotom understands voice commands, ordering it to use that move is a breeze. It's also quite the prankster. You never know when it'll blow your important documents away. Got him.
Oh, I was Fan Rotom's biggest fan.
That's stupid. You're stupid. Both of you are stupid. Give me your Rotom. And last but not least, Frost Rotom. I forgot about the fridge. That's so cool. It gives me the chills. Yeah, I completely forgot about Frost Rotom. Frost Rotom is electric and ice type Pokemon. In this form, it can learn the move Blizzard. It wreaks havoc by freezing everything around it. That doesn't really sell you on it, huh? By the way, I hear Rotom's form changes have something to do with its special motor. Got him. I lost my cool, so I can't think of any puns. It was such a motor mouth talking up Rotom that I hardly noticed the battle had ended. In the Galar region, you can find Rotom hard at work as a drone Rotom, and Rotom bikes too. And remember, Rotom is a prankster to the core. Rotom's antics, while it's inhabiting an appliance, can be difficult to keep under control. A trainer like you would probably have no trouble mastering all its forms in battle, though. That's why we're happy to present you with a catalog you can use to change Rotom's form. Woo! Now can I have the Rotom? I'm sure Rotom will take on even more forms as new devices and appliances are invented, even though it's been like 10 years. In other words, Rotom's possibilities are endless. Infinite Rotom? What an inspiriting idea. I hate it. Alright, you know what? Give me the Rotom.